This Glock has something most new pistols can't buy: a second chance. When the Silver Slide Glock 48 appeared, part of the Glock crowd wanted it to be black. Then Glock gave them black. And years later, people started hunting for the silver ones that they originally ignored. But nostalgia can make an ordinary pistol look special. Today, we're answering the question, is the silver nPVD Glock 48 one of Glock's best carry ideas, or did scarcity simply improve its reputation? Stay with me, because the most revealing part of this pistol is not the finish. It is the compromise Glock made underneath, the thing even loyal Glock 48 owners will rarely admit. Welcome back to Glockaholic76. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, hit the like button. It helps us get seen by more people just like you. Today we're breaking down the Glock 48 with the factory silver nPVD finished slide, and whether this early slimline version deserves a place in your carry rotation, your collection, or only in your memory. Most people look at this and see a skinny two-tone Glock, but that is only part of the picture. This pistol sits at the exact point where concealed carry preferences start changing faster than Glocks did. This pistol is clear, there's no ammo anywhere, and it is 100% safe. I picked this one up more for nostalgia. I kept it in its original configuration. I do have Talon grips on here, but everything else here is stock. It came with the Glock metal 3-dot sights. It has been mostly a range pistol, although I do carry it from time to time because it's simple, I have no optic, and if I really want a slim pistol that I can shoot well, the Glock 48 is usually my go-to choice. My first impressions with the Glock 48, it's thin. It didn't feel like a tiny pistol. The grip gives the hand that real purchase, while the long slide gives it the visual balance of a duty gun that went on a diet. After living with this for a while, the part that changed my opinion, the balance this pistol brings. Now, for me, these slimline Glocks are just a little bit too slim. However, with the Talon grip tape on here, without an optic, add in the new OEM 15-round magazines, this pistol fits me good enough, and I could shoot it well enough at the range. It's a Glock. I'm very, very comfortable with its reliability, and I've had no issues. The reason this version feels different begins with a short piece of Glock history most newer owners never realized happened. Here's the twist. The Silver Slide was not a late collector's edition. It was the original identity of the Glock 48. The Silver 43X and the 48 launched in 2019. But later that same year, after a lot of people were indifferent about the silver-colored slide, Glock came out and added the all-black versions with the accessory rail on the front. Silver color did not have one. Also, they added eventually an MOS version so you could mount an optic on the top of the pistol in 2020. Silver Glock 48 is a snapshot in time of a very specific moment for Glock. Slim carry pistols were getting larger grips, becoming much more shootable. But lights, micro red dots, and factory 15-round expectations, which originally there were only 10 launched with the Glock 48, had not really taken control of the conversation yet. Add one more layer. The Glock 48 with the Silver Slide was among one of those models that was discontinued in 2026 when Glock updated their portfolio. That doesn't automatically make every example rare and valuable, but it does make the original configuration finite. And that may change how owners think before they get their slide milled for an optic, refinishing a slide, or just trading it in. The market didn't simply rediscover a color. It rediscovered the version that represented the beginning of the Glock 48 story. The Glock 48 is not trying to disappear like some of the smallest pocketable 9mm out there. It takes the height and the slide length logic many shooters already trust and then just remove the width. That created the first major split. One camp says width and dimensions you feel all day, So the Glock 48 carries better than the Glock 19 while preserving that full firing grip. The other camp says the grip still prints, the pistol still takes up real vertical space. The Glock 48 doesn't win by being the smallest. That's why specifications alone will not make me decide on this pistol. Glock 48 is a body fit decision, and it was originally disguised in a capacity argument. The silver nPVD slide changes the personality of the pistol. It separates this Glock 48 from a table full of black polymer guns, and the owners tend to have an immediate reaction. It's clean, it's distinctive, or it's completely wrong for Glock. Online, some owners will praise the corrosion-resistant finish. This PVD coating is almost like the inside of a Teflon pan. It is a smooth finish. It's easy to clean. It stays clean. It's been very, very durable. There's a little bit of marking, if you can see in there. But other than that, this pistol has stayed very, very clean. If you own one of these, do you keep the original slide untouched because the configuration is now discontinued? Or would you mill it for an optic or refinish it to make the pistol fit your lifestyle? Originality has value only if you value originality. A carry pistol that no longer serves you doesn't become sacred because the internet discovered its nostalgia. Before you permanently modify it, you have to understand exactly what you have. The silver finish starts the conversation. Talking about the grip, the frame is long enough for a complete firing grip for many shooters. The narrow front to back on the slide can feel excellent for those smaller or medium-sized hands. The sights on these are your 3-dot Glock OEM metal sights. Very important you find out what sights work for you and your situation. The controls on this Glock, the reversible magazine catch, and just the simple Glock manual of arms support that train to carry consistency that Glock owners value. Carrying it in reality, the narrow slide does reduce that blocky feeling inside the waistband. There's a few arguments out there on the internet over this particular pistol. One of the biggest ones that I see is silver looks better versus silver looks wrong. The two-tone finish either makes your Glock 48 feel special or it makes it look unfinished. Nobody really wins that argument. It's just personal preference, and it's exactly why it generates so many comments. Another argument is it's kind of the original versus the obsolete. Collectors and the early adopters, they value that first run look. And in this case, they were silver colored slides with the G43X and the G48. Then there's another argument out there that I see quite often is the original 10 round factory magazines versus the new Glock 15 round magazines OEM. Now the original 10 round magazines in a Glock 48, all these magazines are empty and these pistols are clear, is the same exact height as your Glock 19. Bring out a Glock 19 here real quick, and I'm going to throw a empty magazine in here. Lining up these pistols, you can see the Glock 19 and the Glock 48 are the same length with their standard magazines. Now there's 15 in here, there's 10 in here. But the moment you take the original 10 round magazines out of your Glock 48, and then you put in your new 15 round magazines, you'll notice that height on your Glock 48 is now taller. Some people don't realize that. Another good spec that I think a lot of people overlook or misunderstand is the length. On paper, if you look at these two pistols, you'll see quite often that the Glock 48 barrel is longer than a Glock 19. People confuse that barrel length with your slide length. The Glock 48 is the exact same slide length as a Glock 48. But if you look, you can see where the barrel sits on the slide for the Glock 48 compared to the Glock 19. The barrel sits further back on the Glock 48. So even though the slides are the same exact length, and even though the end of the barrel ends at the same distance, the actual starting point for the Glock 48 is going to be here, where the Glock 19 is up here, making the Glock 48 barrel longer than the Glock 19. That will not affect the carry size of the pistol. Some say the velocity is going to be better in this length of a barrel because you have a longer barrel from the beginning of the barrel to the end. I have not tested that. Maybe there's a video out there that has. Maybe I will test it. For me, it's a very important distinction that these two pistols, the slide is exactly the same length, even though the barrel is longer. I thought that was a very interesting spec that I noticed a lot of people on the internet were misrepresenting. One of the final arguments that I'll go over is the Glock 48 versus the Glock 43X argument. Now, here is a Glock 43X. This pistol is clear with the Radian afterburner and ramjet on the end of it. These two pistols, the Glock 43 on its own is a lot shorter than the Glock 48. Lighting these up, the ends of the slide, you can see where the barrels end here, and it is a considerable length difference. So you're going to get for longer sight radius, and you're going to get that longer barrel. Another thing I've been seeing out there is that with the Glock 48 versus the Glock 43X with the ramjet, that they are now virtually the same size pistols. With the ramjet on the Glock 43X, you could see the Glock 48 is just still slightly longer than the Glock 43X. So now putting a ramjet on your Glock 43X, you have much better recoil management on your Glock 43X than you do on the Glock 48, but you still have a shorter barrel. If you're going to carry the Glock 43X, you're going to use a Glock 48 holster. That is an interesting comparison. If you're okay carrying a compensated pistol as a carry weapon, it's a very, very interesting choice and maybe something to consider, because if you were to add this to the Glock 48, obviously you're going to have that extra length, and now you're probably pushing toward a Glock 17 length, full length slide, which not everybody is willing to conceal. So enough of the Glock 43X. Some of the strongest fans of the Glock 48 avoid saying is the slimline doesn't automatically mean easier to conceal, or that it's better for everyone. A thinner grip can be comfortable all day and still feel less forgiving shooting it at the range and under recoil. A long grip can improve the control and still print under a light shirt. The original 10-round factory magazine can still feel sufficient for most people, especially if you live in an area or market that's restricted to certain magazine capacities. Other side of it judges the original Glock 48 as its stats on a spreadsheet. No rail system, the no optic cut. The round capacity is non-existent because you can carry the OEM 15 rounds, or there are still aftermarket, which a lot of folks carried out there, the Micro Dagger PSA magazines and the Shield Arms and a bunch of others. You ask yourself three questions. Does the width solve a real comfort problem for you? Does the grip conceal with your normal clothing that you wear every day? And do you trust your setup with all that you add to it, whether it be accessories, a light, an optic? If you can answer yes to all three of those, then a Glock 48 or the Glock 48 MOS has already justified itself. You do not need the internet's best carry gun. You need a safe, dependable setup that fits your body, your training, and your life. Biggest pro with the Silver Slide Glock 48, it combines the usefulness of a compact pistol, the proportions with a genuinely slim carry profile. Biggest con, this original configuration freezes this pistol in time because it doesn't have a modern rail system, doesn't have any optic capability. Is this a smart carry gun, collector's piece, or a beautiful compromise? And I think that answer depends on one sentence. The Glock 48 with this silver nPVD slide is not better because it's discontinued now. It's interesting because time made its design choices easier to see. It offers that Glock 19-like length, you get that full grip, you get the reduced width, you get that Glock familiarity, and that distinctive silver finish. Also carries those 15-round magazines now. Do I trust the Glock 48? Yes. As with every Glock I've ever owned, it's reliable, durable, and I don't think twice about it working as a tool when I need it. Would I buy it again? This is one of those Glocks I feel a certain sense of nostalgia toward. This goes into the same category for me as a Glock 30S, the Glock 29, the Glock 19C, they're just special. My final point on this, preserve it if originality is part of why you own it. Maybe get the slide cut, get it coated, and modernize it if usefulness matters more. Carry it if it fits your life. The silver slide doesn't make the Glock 48 special by itself, the clarity of its purpose does. If you found this video helpful and you want to see more Glockaholic 76, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. If you like this video, like it. If you don't. Either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Pick a side. Would you preserve the original silver slide or get it cut for an optic? Maybe trade it in for the more modern Glock 48 MOS, or get both? What is the silver Glock 48 slide to you? Is it better looking? Is it outdated? Is it one of those Glocks that maybe they should bring back? Let me know in the comments. As always, I appreciate you watching my videos. Train smart, shoot often, stay ready. Glockaholic 76. Talk to you soon.